Don Harrison, Newport High School head football coach, athletic director, each and every month on a show that is brought to you by Subway in the Newport Walmart Supercenter. The Sampsons invite you by to take advantage of some of the great specials that they have each and every day at Subway in Walmart. Coach Harrison, good to see you, my friend. It's always a pleasure to talk Greyhound football with you, man.
Absolutely. It's the best part of my day.
We filmed on a Monday when Fast Hounds just started.
Yes, sir.
And kind of give everybody an overview exactly what Fast Hounds is.
Fast Hounds is an anagram for fundamentals, agility, and speed. And we bring the kids in, and 7 a.m. the high school football team shows up.
Okay.
Now we open it up for anybody that is a Greyhound. So if a basketball player, anybody wanted to participate, it's free. And pretty much the boys come up here and we just work them out. We do the boys early in the morning because so many of them have jobs.
Sure.
And they play baseball in the afternoon, or they do this and they do that. And it's just so much easier to do it in the morning. They don't like getting up, but they get up, and they get up here at 7 a.m. and we'll put them through a workout. And then they lift weights, and they're here for about an hour and a half to an hour and 45 minutes, and they go home. We let them go. We only do this Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday.
Okay.
But the senior high boys come in at 7, junior high boys come in at 8, and then we have a girls group that goes at 9:15.
Good.
Same thing. We just put the kids through workout, help them get better. We do certain kind of drills and things like that, and it's just something that I've always done since I had become a coach. Whether I was working for a guy and we did it, and we went here and I went here, and we've always just done it, and it's just something I think is incredibly valuable.
Well, no doubt that, I had one that go through it, and it's a great program, and the kids get excited. You build a lot of camaraderie, and
yes,
that's what you try to do this time of year, leading into the football season. And let me tell you what, folks, I mean, if you're watching at the end of July, you're 30 days away, almost 30 days away.
That's right.
A little over 30 days away from a football game.
Yeah.
And, but let's talk a little bit about the football team in itself. Let's talk a little bit about schedule.
Okay.
We're not in a new conference, but we've had some conference changes. Let's talk non-conference schedule, and then let's talk a little bit about the conference.
Okay. Non-conference schedule to scrimmage this year. We went with Valonia because we lost Greene County Tech as a scrimmage because now we play them week 2.
Right.
So we agreed to scrimmage Valonia. So Valonia's going to come here on Tuesday night, August the 26th.
Okay.
And they're going to scrimmage us. And then Friday, I want to say it's September 3rd.
Okay. First Friday.
Yeah,
in
the first Friday in September we play Nettleton at home because we went to Nettleton last year, and then we go to Greene County Tech week 2, and we go to Sylvan Hills week 3. And we've played Sylvan Hills now for the past, the past 2 years.
Yeah, several years.
So, we've played them, and we've never played Greene County Tech in the last few years. And they got a new coach the other day. So we don't know what to expect from them, but they're a 5A, and we play 4 5As in a row before we start conference. So
and speaking of Greene County Tech, used to be in our conference, as did Nettleton. We used to be in that conference, and that's a couple of old former conference foes. And Sylvan Hills, a 5A school that's been a very, very good football team, and it's great competition. But boy, we got a real tough conference schedule too.
Well, and I just said we play 4. You count the scrimmage and the 3 non-conference, we play 4 5A opponents in a row. And if you count last year, we played 5 because the first conference game is West Helena, who is coming to us from 5A. They've been in 5A for the past few years. They've moved down, and they took Dollarway's place. So that is one of the new things going on. We traded Clinton for CAC, Central Arkansas Christian, and we traded Mariana Lee with Riverview, which is of course just right down the road in Searcy. They've moved up to 4A. Other than that, everybody is still the same. So I think we've got West Helena week 4, then we're home week 5, which is homecoming for Lone Oak, which is going to be a big game.
Absolutely.
Week 6, we are at Stuttgart. Week 7, we're at Heber. Week 8, we are home for Riverview. Week 9, we're home for CAC. And week 10, we go to Southside to end the year.
Well, let me tell you what, those first conference games right there, man, you talk about murderer's row, no doubt about it. I mean, it's tough. It'll be a very, very tough conference. But the expectation is high, and we accept the expectation here to be the Greyhounds.
Well, I don't want to go anywhere where people's expectation is, man, I hope we win a couple games.
Right.
I want to be somewhere where people's expectations are that we're competing for a championship.
Sure.
And we compete for a championship every year. That board outside the Kitty building, that's a big deal to me. That's a big deal to the coaching staff. I know that's a big deal to the kids. We go by it every day. We see it every day.
Sure.
And there's a responsibility to it to keep the expectations and to keep our program running at such a high level. And it's a lot that pushes us. And, expectations are a good thing.
Coach, every now and then you come along, you get yourself an opportunity. And I've been doing this a long, long time. Been broadcasting, been part of the Greyhound history. And matter of fact, I'm starting my 33rd year broadcasting. And but over the course of the last 40 and 50 years, coming into a season, there haven't been a lot of times when you go, listen, we got a chance to be very, very good, and we got a chance to do something special. This group does, but with that in mind, you got to be good, you got to be prepared, and you got to have some luck along the way if you're going to win it all.
Oh, absolutely, and I was blessed to be part of some championship seasons and other places that I've coached and got some rings, and I could tell you about some roles and some things that just went our way, some breaks that we got late in games, and helped us win a championship.
Sure.
And we got that ring, and it's beautiful. But you can be as good as you want, but you gotta have some breaks. I mean, you look at we were talking about the other day. You look at the Seattle Seahawks. They destroyed the Denver Broncos in the Super Bowl, but nobody remembers that if Richard Sherman doesn't knock that ball down, the San Francisco 49ers win the
They win the game, and they don't even
They were that close to not even going to the Super Bowl, and not only did they win, they blew it out, one of the worst blowouts in the history of the Super Bowl, but they were this close.
That's correct.
To not going to the Super Bowl, you've got to have some luck. Some things got to go your way.
They got to go your way. They got to fall into place.
Yeah.
And boy, you got to be injury free, especially at the 4A level. But I'm telling you what, I'm so looking forward to this football year. I know the people in town they're already gearing up. They're already talking about it, and they're excited about it. And a lot of hard work goes in. And those of us that don't know, I mean, we just show up on Friday night and go, boy, I hope we win. But boy, tons of preparation have been going on many, many months and years coming into this situation right here.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we work really hard, and like I said, we take a lot of pride in what we do. We want to win. We want to compete, and we know there's a lot of us here that know what it takes to get to that position and what we have to do. And it comes down to time. You've got to put your time in. I don't believe in being a high school football coach and playing golf all day Saturday.
Right.
You just can't do it. You've got to be in the office on Saturday. You've got to be in there on Sunday. You've got to be, putting the preparation in. Every day it's something new with the technology. This is a better way to do this. And so, I mean, I got to learn. I got to learn this, this is a better way. We got to have one of these, and this computer program does this. It's always something.
Sure.
The game is always changing. We're having to adapt as coaches, but the number one thing, David, is these guys come through that door every day.
Right.
And it doesn't matter what we tell them, whether we put it on the board or we say we're going to do this or we're going to learn a new play. Our kids show up every day. And they give us everything they've got, and that's why, as a coaching staff, you feel like you've got a chance, because when you got guys that are going out every day and they're busting their butt, and you can tell them, well, I know that brick wall's on fire, but you really need to run through it right now. And okay, and then you just go run right through it.
Sir.
It makes you feel good, and that's what this group really does. This morning at 6:59, when I blew the whistle,
time to go.
They were going.
Ready to go.
It was no holds bar. They were going. It was rough on some of them because they hadn't done anything in a while, but they didn't hold back. And they pushed themselves as hard as they could, and they did a great job in the workout, and they'll be back in the morning. And that's what gets you up in the morning.
Hey, and that's what gets me excited about Greyhound football. Folks, it's coming. It's right around the corner. The Hounds, I mean, again, if you're watching, we filmed early in July, but if you're watching at the end of the month, at least the 26th, after the 26th of July, we got a scrimmage game on the 26th of the next month. So it is here, Greyhound football. Get ready. It's going to be a special year for the Hounds. Go Hounds, and Coach Harrison, as always, my pleasure to get to see you, my friend.
Absolutely. Go Hounds.